everyone, Ivy Lee Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have a dev insights to go over. This is from questions related to January 29th through February 25th.
The finest blood for the most untainted soul.
Alright, so I'm gonna go through and kind of pick out the ones that I think stick out the most, try to skip some repetitive stuff or some non-answered stuff unless it's a really good suggestion I want to share. And yeah, just try to call down the options. Alright, question number 2 is a fun idea. In addition to current Guild Boss rewards, please also make Guild Boss blood into currency that can be redeemed or rewards from Guild Boss chests. A legendary soulstone could cost, for example, 7 million blood. This way, in addition to getting Guild Boss chests, players have a quantifiable objective they can reach, as well as incentive to progress past 50k. That's a really cool idea. I really like that one. They say, thank you for this suggestion. We'll continue to optimize and adjust Guild Boss rewards. So it doesn't sound like that would be really a consideration, but I really like the idea, so I wanted to read it. Alright, number 7's kind of funny. Actually add the legendary skill crystal as a Nightmare Void reward, instead of just showing it as a reward but not giving it to anyone. They say, thank you for the suggestion. Legendary skill crystals are obtained through probability. We will continue to monitor the applicable data to see if adjustments are necessary. I guess I never really noticed. I just collect everything and don't think much of it anymore. More so have the excitement of seeing if I can get an exclusive mythic artifact. But let me know in the comments below if you guys noticed, like, legendary skill crystals from Nightmare Void Rift. Have you never gotten one? Or have you actually gotten some to prove that they're really there? Or honestly, is it something that's just newly added, so there hasn't been enough time for a lot of people to get them? I mean, they've added and changed Void Rift rewards a lot recently, and Void Rift overall, so it's only been like, what, a few weeks since the last update that affected rewards? Maybe a month at the most, since we've had some changes to what's there, so I don't know. I guess I never really noticed if I got them or not. Alright, question 10. Hollow and Autumn should be dual faction with Esoteric. They would both fit the theme and wouldn't break any game modes. This would help us finish faction trials instead of needing 2 legendary healers. Yeah, that's the worst. Like, you have to have Elowen and, like, an Ezrein or whatever. It's like, what? You have to? That's the only option? Not exactly ideal. But they do say there will be new characters joining the Secret Society. Stay tuned. Alright, I have to read this one because it's a weird choice that they chose to show this one instead of all the negativity regarding the nerfs. If there's no other comments regarding the nerf in this is a little bit shady, and I'm not happy to see this, honestly. Alright, I'm just... Question 16. I fully support the Boreas nerf, and I disagree with Fastidious. I don't think his approach of asking for a refund would solve the issue. Instead, I think the best way is to make a statement to the community that nerfing and buffing heroes isn't a one-time thing. You need to let us know that you're committed to making hero adjustments on a regular basis. For example, it's okay that you're planning to nerf Boreas right now, but you also need to let the community know there's a chance you will buff him again sometime in the future in a different way used to function to make him shine in different piece of content. So they reply saying, after confirming adjustments to the heroes, we will make an announcement on the various communities. I think it's really, really weird, and I don't like that they chose to show this one. Because for one, I don't think it represents the reality that most people would agree with. As someone who sees the Discord and YouTube comments and live stream comments and everything, I think most people do not want the nerf, or if they do want I've seen very few people, I should say the nerf is completely fine and we don't need a refund. I don't think a single person has made any sort of comment like that I have seen in anything, which has been like a flood of conversation lately, right? That's such a big topic. So this is a really weird one for me. If they're going to, this person does not respect the fact that people spent serious money to get a hero that is broken, and there needs to be some sort of refund. They don't realize how much people spend in these games. This is someone who's very ignorant of how gacha gamers actually spend their money. And when you're spending real money on something because of the way it's performing, even if that is a broken thing, it's still, there needs to be some sort of compensation to people for that sort of a dramatic change. They should never have to, plus the reality is they should never have to nerf a character. There should be enough testing in the first place to where that's not the case. So I 100% disagree with this person. Although I can't say 100%. I do, like I've said, I am not for nerfs, but I do think that some sort of a nerf, mainly for his range in PvP maybe, that's it, was needed for Boreas. It was obvious they didn't do enough testing before they made adjustments when he went on all the other servers with their most recent buff to him before he went global, and it was too much of a buff apparently. But yeah, there's another discussion. I will be posting some comments and information, video reactions and stuff, and testing with Boreas very soon. All right, there's a really long comment here. It looks like it actually gets cut off, but this person has some fun ideas, it looks like, for heroes and stuff, or maybe areas. Orange-haired ginger with braided hair, emerald green eyes or Kelly green, light bright green eyes, wearing an emerald-colored dress. Ireland has a few notable symbols, one of which being a harp. You could use Laia as a starter base, just change the colors and alterations to her dress, and more emerald gemstones like the sapphires on Mari's dress, but emeralds, and add gold accents. Bridget is a muse, yet also a goddess of art, song, poetry, music, as well as battle, war, and combat. Someone who could be pit against Demi and Dolores and Laia, but still be a team support and assist. A buffer for sure. Attack, boost, aid, but make her skill a duality. Buff allies, debuff opponents. Be sure to add Celtic knotwork in her appearance. The voice actress do an Irish accent. Similarly, Irish step dancing is a thing, so maybe make another dancer, if not a harp player. This is a consideration for 2024. And they also have, I was hoping for a female werewolf character. White fur queen to bond with Legaru. A male vampire lord to bond with Volca. Kind of a Dracula-inspired one. Unless Demon is the partner of Volca, then to be introduced as a bond skill. Also, if I remember correctly, Deimos and Nyx are a romantic couple, so a new bond skill introduced with them would have synergy. I love Dagna. She was my first favorite in war, but why are so many dwarven men and yet only 2 dwarven ladies? More female dwarves and perhaps a dwarven faction. When the vampires are plenty through a vampire faction and a faction for the werewolves. Not that much for future if that's not too much for future content. And then they ask, will there be future fragment summons to collect for Deimos? I still don't have one yet. He seems to be, you know, more rare, obviously. And then there's some comment about awakenings, and the actual whole message gets cut off. So their reply here is, thank you for the suggestion. Thank you for your love of the game. Good games thrive on collaborations between the players and designers. We have documented each of your fantastic ideas, which may be applied in future hero designs. Regarding the other suggestions you mentioned, we'll also evaluate them considerably. Some of them are already in the planning stages, so thank you for your continued support of Watcher. All right. So there wasn't really anything too spicy as far as new content or teasers here. Just a very weird choice for them to choose to only share one comment about the Boreas nerf, and that it's someone that actually is disagreeing with Fastidious and the majority of the community. I would say. I don't like that. That's a weird one, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We've got to share our feedback on all of this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.